Hello students, today we are going to discuss about levels of management. There are three levels of management. We'll discuss about three levels of management one by one. See, in every organization there is a chain of command or management hierarchy from top to bottom. Whatever the institution is there, whether there is a business, whether there is an educational institution, whether there is a company, in every organization there is a chain of command or management, and management hierarchy from top to bottom. It means some manage has to be done by the top management, some management has to be done by the middle management, and some management has to be done by the lower level of management. It consists of several levels of authority. These levels are known as levels of management. These three levels of management are known as levels of management. Generally, there are three levels of management in a company: top level, middle level, and lower level. First, let us discuss about top management, that is top level management. Top management of a company consists of the board of directors, chief executive, example managing director, general manager, secretary, etc. These all come into the top management. Now, what are the functions of top management? First function is to analyze and interpret changes in the external environment of the company. Whatever is happening in the external environment, to analyze that and then to interpret, to make the planning accordingly. Then second is to establish long-term corporate plans, goals, policies and strategies of the company, to make a proper planning, to make a policies for the organization to follow, and to make a common goal for the organization so that organization can survive. Now come to the third point: to formulate and approve the master budget and departmental budget. Then this is also the work of the top management to approve the master budget, means the overall budget, and departmental budget means there are different departments: production department, sales department, purchase department. So to approve those budgets, departmental budget as well as the master budget. Master budget means the head of the budget, okay, the overall budget of the firm. Then fourth is to design a broad organization structure, how the communication pattern will be followed, how the line of command will be followed, everything. The structure of the organization is also designed by the top management. Fifth, to appoint departmental heads and key executives. Then who will be the production departmental head, who will be the sales department head, and also the key executives, and also the managers, executives. All these selection appointment is also done by the top management. Next is to coordinate and integrate the activities of different departments and divisions of the company. To coordinate everyone effort to integrate all the activities of different departments. Seventh is to provide overall direction and leadership to the company. That is to provide direction, to provide leadership, so that all the departmental heads can follow the top management. 8. To exercise overall review and control of the financial and operating results of the company. To review all the financial and operating results, to review and see what is the financial position of the organization, to review everything financial and as well as the operating result, day to day activities, how day to day activities are done. Then ninth is to represent the company to the outside world, public relation, like prospectus has to be printed and all those things, to how to increase the image, how to increase the goodwill of the company. That is also the work of the top management. Then 10th is to decide the distribution of profits, like to shareholders how much dividend has to be paid, to debentures how much interest has to be paid. Everything is discussed by the top management here. The next is middle management. Middle management comprises the departmental and sectional heads. Example: production manager, sales manager, finance manager, personnel manager. branch manager, etc. Its main functions are, these all are the various departmental heads comes into middle level management, and their function is to interpret and explain the plans and policies formulated by top management. Whatever the policies are made by the top management, now it is the work of the departmental heads to make them follow by their juniors, by their subordinates. Then second, to monitor and control the operating performance. Whatever the work is done by their subordinates, it all the work has to be monitored. Monitor means check, and also control by the middle level management. Third, to cooperate among themselves so as to integrate the various activities of department. To cooperate means again to integrate, to coordinate the efforts of the individuals, of the subordinates, so that they can achieve a common goal of the organization. So they should cooperate among themselves and integrate all the activities, coordinate all the efforts of the subordinates of the various department. The next is to train, motivate and develop supervisory personnel. Then to train, to motivate and to give them training, to develop them. Develop who? Develop the lower level management, that is supervisors and officers. Then fifth, to lay down rules and regulations to be followed by supervisory personnel. Then to give them, to provide some rules and regulations, that within that rules and regulations, within that limit prescribed by the middle level management, the lower level management can work. So these are some of the functions done by the middle management. Now the third level of management is lower or operating or supervisory management. This is the lowest or first level of management in an organization. It consists of supervisors, foremen, sales officers, accounts officer, purchase officer, etc. The distinguished feature of supervisory management is that it deals with non-managers. Now see, we can see top management is also dealing with the departmental managers. Then departmental managers, that is middle level managers, were also dealing with the sales officers, accounts managers, supervisors. But these lower level managers, they are dealing with the non-managers, that is workers. Whereas all other level deal with executives. Supervisors and operating manager maintain close contact with the rank and file workers and supervise day-to-day operations. Operating managers means departmental managers and supervisors. Supervisors are reporting day-to-day work to the departmental managers. They serve as the channel of communication between management and the workforce. They are concerned with the mechanics of jobs. Now see, the functions of supervisory management are: first is to plan day-to-day production within the goals laid down by higher authorities. डे टू डे, डेली का प्लान करना है कि आज कितना वर्क करना है, जिससे जो टॉप मैनेजमेंट ने गोल दिया है उसको अचीव किया जा सके. सेकेंड, टू असाइन जॉब्स टू वर्कर्स एंड टू मेक अरेंजमेंट्स फॉर देयर ट्रेनिंग एंड डेवलपमेंट. डेली वर्कर्स को जॉब देना है, वर्क देना है, सो दैट दे कैन परफॉर्म देयर वर्क, एंड ऑल्सो इफ़ नीडेड देन दे हैव टू गिव देम प्रॉपर ट्रेनिंग so that they can work efficiently. Third, to issue orders and instructions. Then third, to give them order to work and also the instructions. That is how to work. Fourth point is to supervise and control workers' operations and to maintain personal contacts with them. सुपरवाइज मीन्स टू चेक, उनको चेक करना वर्कर्स को, उनको कंट्रोल करना उनके ऑपरेशंस को. ऑपरेशंस मीन्स वट एवर द एक्टिविटीज़ दे आर डूइंग, डे टू डे एक्टिविटीज़, एंड टू मेंटेन अ पर्सनल कॉन्टैक्ट विद देम. पर्सनल कॉन्टैक्ट मीन्स प्रोवाइडिंग देम गुड वर्किंग कंडीशन, सॉल्विंग देयर प्रॉब्लम सो दैट दे कैन वर्क एफिशिएंटली. Fifth, to arrange materials and tools and to maintain machinery. This is also the work of the supervisors, foremen and officers to arrange material, all the materials and tools so that they can work accordingly and there will not be any wastage of time. 6. To advise and assist workers by explaining work procedure, solving their problems, etc. उनको एडवाइस देना, वर्कर्स को हेल्प करना, असिस्ट मीन्स हेल्प करना वर्कर्स को बाय एक्सप्लेनिंग, उनको एक्सप्लेन करना वर्क किस तरीके से करना है, उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करना. 7. To maintain discipline and good human relations among workers. 8. To report feedback information and workers' problem to the higher authorities. It means report feedback if worker is facing any problem. So that feedback should be given to the higher authorities. Clear? So this is about the functions done by the lower level management. Students, let us understand once again the level of management with the help of this diagram. See here, top management, middle management and supervisory management. Three levels of management are given here. First, top management, it consists of board of directors, chief executive. And board of directors, chief executive appoint the middle management, that is departmental heads, branch managers. And now this is the responsibility of the middle management to report all the work to the top management. Then middle management appoint supervisory management, that is factory supervisor, sales officers, officer superintendent. So, and supervisory management is responsible for all the day-to-day activities done by the workers, those who are working under supervisory management. So supervisory management reports all the things to the all the work to the middle management. I hope you all understood about these three level of management. Thank you. Have a nice day.